Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Asia, and on my channel At Home with Asia, I like to talk about all things to do with the home. So that includes homemaking and homeschooling, hands-on parenting, just being intentional about our relationship with Christ, and also healthy living. So if those are topics that interest you, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button down below and just join my little YouTube family here. This video is actually in collaboration with a bunch of other homeschool moms that are also going to be talking about how they handle read-alouds in their homeschool with their kids. And so I have gotten to know these ladies recently. They're amazing. Their channels are amazing. And so if this topic interests you, if you look down in the description, you will find a link to all the other channels from the ladies that are going to be talking on this topic as well. So let's get started. Read-alouds are such a beautiful experience. Over the past couple years, it has grown in our home to where my boys love it and I love it even more. And I can really tell it has been a great bonding experience for us as well as educational. So if you're not sure what read-alouds are, basically it's just books that you read aloud to your kids. A lot of times they can be done at night, in the morning, in the afternoon. It's up to mama or daddy when you want to have your read aloud time. So I want to share with you a little bit about when we do read alouds, and then I have a stack of books that have quickly become some of our favorites in the last probably year or two. So first of all, read-alouds is I do incorporate read-aloud time into my homeschool schedule. Mind you, we're only on week 2, starting week 2 tomorrow, but the first week we did this every day and it worked out really well. And basically at the end of our day, I have a snack ready for my boys and I put that on the table. And so they can kind of enjoy a snack while I choose a book and I read aloud to them. Usually it is just a short book, one that we can read in one setting, and is very colorful with pictures. And so it's kind of just a good, just relaxed time after our hard work of school to be able to have a book read by mama. So I make it fun by having snacks out here for them, and that usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes that we try to have read aloud time during our school hour. I also do it at night. This has become part of our bedtime routine where they get to each pick one book that they want read, and then we just kind of huddle on the couch, and again, I will read aloud these books to them. And this has just been such a sweet time where we just do a lot of discussion and, again, like I said, educational. So those are the 2 times I do my read-alouds. It's been a very positive thing, and we just switch through books as we go through them. And so I wanted to share with you a few that we have done recently or within the past year, and that are definitely ones that we go back to a lot. So the first one is called The Tortoise and the Hare. This actually comes in the My Father's World Deluxe package and just has a wonderful viewpoint of being persistent, and has some good just character trait qualities that it brings out in that book. This is also one, I'm not sure where we got this. It's called Adventure on Kickat Island, and just for boys, it's just been really fun because it's full of adventure and you can actually kind of see yourself in this boy's progress on how he is stranded on this island and what happens. This is one of our favorites. These next books were gifted to us by my mother, and they are beautiful, beautiful books with a very eternal spiritual meaning to them. Almost like an allegory of sorts where the kids don't know that it's a biblical book, but it definitely drives home the point of very beautiful biblical concepts. This one is by Chris Tomlin, and is called Good, Good Father. This one is from R.C. Sproul, and it's The Lightlings. This one is also from R.C. Sproul, and it's The Donkey Who Carried a King. These may take you 2 days to read them. I don't know. We usually get through in a day, but they do have good pictures to them, as well as, like I said, the message is amazing. And this one is probably our favorite out of all of those. This is also by R.C. Sproul, and this is called The Priest with Dirty Clothes. This book right here is called Swimmy, and at first glance it doesn't look like much because it's a lot of artwork with very few words, but trust me, it did not get this award for nothing. It is a beautiful book that is easy to go through and is most definitely one of our favorites. This book also comes in the My Father's World deluxe package. It's Tacky the Penguin. Tacky has a whole slew of different books and adventures that he goes on. This little guy is awesome, and my boys love the Tacky books. This also comes in the My Father's World deluxe package. It's called Stone Soup. You may have heard of it. It's very well known, but it drives home a good point of community and just an awesome book. My boys really gravitate to this. One that we recently went through, this is a chapter book. It's Charlotte's Web. My boys are almost 5 and 7, and they kind of got lost a little bit with the chapter book part of this, and just trying to follow along without too many pictures. And so this was a little bit of a challenge to keep them on board with me, but overall the book is beautiful, and they did love continuing on with the story. This one is called Adam Raccoon and the Forever Falls. This is Parables for Kids, another book that you can read that just gives a beautiful biblical example. This one is about our sin nature and how we fell, how Adam and Eve made a wrong decision, and so did this little guy, and how our Redeemer came to make a way for us to be in heaven with him. We recently got these from the library, and these might be books that we have to buy for good, but they are the Little House on the Prairie series, and there was a whole slew of them, and I picked them all up. Easy, very easy to read, but very gentle, and it gives them a different perspective on a different time of life that kids grew up in. Instead of having the conveniences we do, how did they get along with very little and still have adventures? So we have really enjoyed the Little House on the Prairie books. And lastly, this is not really a book, but it is a storytelling series. My mom got these off of Amazon, and it's called And Then Story Starters. And pretty much on each cardstock there is the beginning of a story, and you will read that to your child, and then at the very end it says, and then, and you let them finish the story. It is a wonderful way to just engage your kids in creative thinking and imaginative thinking, and being able to tell you how the story ends. We have been through these stacks multiple times, and I've encouraged my boys to tell me a different ending to the story when we go through it again, and these have quickly become our favorite. We gravitate to using these quite a bit. So I hope that has given you some inspiration for your read aloud time. And again, I hope you will check out the other homeschool moms on here in the description below. There's a link to all the other videos with tons of ideas for you to enhance your homeschooling experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.